Hi, I am Dr. Naveen Mittal. Today we will learn about anatomy of tooth. Okay, now we are going to start with conservative dentistry. Conservative dentistry has mainly three branches: restorative, endodontics, and peds. And in endodontics, we must know the anatomy of the tooth. As we all know, a tooth has mainly four parts: enamel, dentine, pulp, nerve, and blood vessels. But we must know something more than that. Tooth has two parts, crown and root. And crown has two parts, enamel and dentine. And root has also two hard tissues, that is cementum and dentine. And the point where cementum and enamel meets is called cemento-enamel junction. Now the crown has two parts. First is clinical crown, that is above the gingiva or visible in the mouth. Second part is anatomical crown, that is whole crown above the gingiva and in the gingiva till CEJ. So this is the basic anatomy of the tooth we all must know. Now come to the core of the tooth, that is the pulp. Pulp has two parts. One that corresponds to the crown of the tooth is called pulp chamber. The part that corresponds to the root of the tooth is called canal. The pulp that is present inside the chamber is called coronal pulp, and the pulp present inside the canal is called radicular pulp. So let's first discuss the chamber of the tooth. Chamber is the room of the tooth where we found the pulp. And as the room has roof and floor, pulp chamber also has roof and floor. Roof is very important part at is first encounters during RCT. RCT's first ditch is in the roof of the pulp chamber. So vertical drilling should be limited to the roof of the pulp chamber. Now comes to the floor of the pulp chamber. So floor is the end limit of the chamber and the point where the crown of the tooth terminates. If we see the floor of the chamber from a cross-sectional view, we see we have small openings in the center. These openings known as orifice, and hence this orifice leads into the canal. Number of orifice depends on the tooth type and number of roots. For example, anterior may have one or more canals, premolar may have two or more canals, and molars may have three or more canals. Each orifice leads into a different canal. But this is a wide topic. So, this we will discuss in our next lectures. So, orifice is the point where the canal starts and the apex where the canal ends. So the apex from where the nerve and pulp vessels exits. Along the entire length of the canal, sometimes there are lateral extensions. These lateral extensions are called lateral canals or the accessory canals. So this is the basic anatomy of the tooth we all must know. If you want to learn more, wait for my future lectures. Thank you all, and I will be back with a new topic soon.